So this was my view from work. It's natural, isn't it? So the chemtrails started this week on the 13th of May. And by the 14th I had enough of them really, so I thought, right, I'm going to get my camera out. And it's only an iPhone XS camera. And as you can see, I was zoomed in pretty close to this plane, flying over, dumping his chemicals on us. The mainstream says, of course, it's contrails, and a contrail forms at 26,000 feet. And this plane was nowhere at that height. You see them all day, every day, especially this week, spraying at different altitudes. Some of them are dots in the sky, whereas others you can actually zoom in and see the company logos on the side. And it's always directed in front of the sun. This is weather control and population control, and it's under the name of geoengineering, which isn't a mainstream term unless you look it up, and you'll see that it's actually something they're doing right now, right above our heads. But as you know, people just got their heads stuck in their phones looking down. They just see these formations in the sky as natural clouds, when you can see it's nothing about this picture is natural apart from the sun. You see the chemtrails like drip, they hang downwards. You can see in my other videos, you can see that I've filmed lots of these chemtrails. Over the day they merge together and they form a white sheet over the sky. No one really knows why they're doing it, but weather control, weather manipulation, and population control all sound pretty reasonable. And this was, say, May the 14th. As you can see, there's just so many planes out, just constantly spraying. You can see a little Swift there flying past. But, so I think I've got about 6 in the sky on this video. It's just non-stop. And this went on till the 17th of May. It calmed down a bit. We had some rain, some really weird smelling rain. It wasn't like a lot of rain, it was just really like fine rain coming down. And again, you can see different altitudes. And I was filming this one because I noticed that the trail this one was doing was different to the one next to it. The one next to it, of course, stayed in the sky a long time. And the little one here seems to disappear quite quick. I was trying to get, there's a difference, as you can see. So this is 2 compounds or something they're spraying. But one hangs in the sky for a long time and the other one, as you can see, just breaks up. But they were pretty much the same altitude when I was watching them fly over. So where they're spraying different compounds up there now, we don't really know. But I just don't get how people can see this as natural. So if it wasn't for all this going around, the sky would have been perfectly blue, not blue, hazy white. Again, you can see different altitudes again. I can actually see the wings of the plane, whereas normally it's a tiny little dot flying over. As the day goes on, it's a bit worse. And it's coming up to about midday now. And the sky, when I was just sitting on my tractor looking at the sky, was terrible. So it's just this next one here coming up, this is it. So this is the sky, not this one, sorry, this will be up in a minute. But this is leading up to my lunch break. And then when I was back on my tractor, I was met with this. Another natural cloud formation, is it? And again, they're still going at it. So this was the 14th. And that was my view when I was sitting on my tractor, going up and down the fields. And people say there's increased amounts in the atmosphere on the Earth of barium, aluminium, and strontium, which of course is what they think they're spraying up there. And if you look at barium and aluminium on the periodic table, barium is Ba, aluminium is Al, and if you put the two together, you get Baal. And who's Baal? Baal is the one who the occultists worship. Baal is another name in the Bible for Lucifer. So really, I just pray people wake up, see what's really going on in this world, find out what they're hiding from us, and in the process, find the Saviour, find the Messiah, live by how He tells us to live.